Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm gonna talk about a guy that have hyped, that I have put my finger on and said this guy is gonna be a huge superstar when he gets more mature. And this guy matured very early in his career. I saw him at Stockholm Open. He won his first maiden title there with an impressive game that mesmerized me because I like offensive tennis players, a la Roger Federer, a la Kyrgios, a la Stefanos Tsitsipas. In this age and era of tennis where most or 99% of the players are baseline orientated players that likes to swing the ball, that likes to crush the ball from the baseline with huge heavy ground strokes. And one of those guys are not Stefanos Tsitsipas because he is the guy that mix up the game. He is the guy that disturbs the rhythm in the game. He's the guys that take the sleeve and mix up the soup. So how did Stefanos Tsitsipas win this tournament and why? Because simply he played the best tennis in this tournament. He have improved his return in this tournament on clay, not on hard court. On clay has improved his returns. He has more time to return the serve. He stand far behind the baseline. He has great court coverage that helps him on clay, together with smart shot selection, and he finished off the points very early. He has learned that I can't grind with those other guys. I have to finish up the points early. So he has really played superbly well the points between 1 and 5 and really learned the lesson. And of course, he's calm and mature on court. And that will help you because you don't hesitate. You know that you have time. He knows that on clay you have time. And now he has won his second clay court tournament after the Estoril victory in 2019. He reached the ATP final at Barcelona 2018, where he demonstrated his tennis gift and skills and really showed the other guys that I'm here to stay and I will be a force to count on in the future. He has a fantastic, superbly great forehand that finds the lines, the corners, and the same goes with his backhand, but he does a little bit more unfortunately with his backhand. And he has beaten the guys that have beaten Djokovic and Nadal, and that's not terrible. He beat Evans, he beat Rublev now in the final, and he really dismantled. He took Rublev apart piece by piece in this match. And he won 86% of his first serves in and 68 of his second serves in, and he didn't face a single break point. Rublev, on the other hand, won 80% of his first serves in and 33% of his second serves in. That's great numbers also. Rublev, the guy that who is hyper offensive. He's a hyper offensive baseline with a huge forehand, with a lethal forehand that crush the ball. When he crushes the ball, you barely see the ball. He has a solid, okay backhand, but due to his aggressive playing style, he can leak unforced errors. If he faces an opponent that is smart and plays smart on court, he will do that kind of unforced error numbers that won't give him the victory. And Stefanos Tsitsipas really knew that because Rublev has won plenty of 500 tournaments, but not a master, not a Grand Slam. Stefanos Tsitsipas has reached 2 Grand Slam semis at French Open and at Australian Open. So this victory really cemented his place amongst the greats on ATP Tour today. And I was really waiting for him to get the big breakthrough. He got that when he won the World Tour final, but I was waiting for him to win the Masters because guys like Zverev, Medvedev, Thiem, even Dimitrov have won Masters. Fonini, that are active players today. And I was waiting for him because he's the golden boy of tennis. I like this young Greek. I have praised him so many times in my videos, and I was never worried. I knew that one of these big titles will come sooner or later, but today he just played tennis from start to the end with huge clutchness, huge greatness, huge self-belief, confidence out of this world. and he was never worried a single time in this match. He just go on and put his foot on the pedal and just didn't lift up his foot. It was like open highway. He just blew Rublev off court in this match. So this young, exciting Greek, I'm so happy for Greek tennis. I'm so happy for him because I really like him as a player. I love watching his when he plays. So he won a 6th title overall in his career and in his 9th final. But still, he has to improve a lot of things, especially on hard courts. He still leaks unforced error when he plays a quality player that can just keep up and send those ball over the net back to him sooner or later, especially on his backhand side. He will leak unforced errors. So the return and his backhand and stamina are his weaknesses. But on clay, you have time. You can prepare your shot selection. You have time to think. And the young Greek showed that great maturity on court, great behavior on court with his shot selections, with the mix-up game. And like I said, his foot speed and court coverage on this clay court surface is amazing. He will for sure win many more big titles on clay. He's gonna play now at Rome, I think. Or no, Barcelona, I'm sorry. He's going to enter the Barcelona tournament next week. And he is going to be seeded number 2 there after Nadal. So to beat the guys who dismantle Novak Djokovic and Nadal are really great. Because Evans, tricky player, but his game style doesn't work against offensive players like Federer or Tsitsipas. Where he just tried to slow down the game. And the pace. And Nadal, who lost against Rublev, it was a total melody for him today. Rublev, who is an offensive player that have a hyper offensive forehand, hyper offensive game with a consistent backhand, couldn't get his teeth into the young Greek because his game style is very difficult. When you mix up and you do the unexpected, when you don't know what you're gonna do, your next move is like chess, then you will have a problem. And that's what Rublev got today. And of course, his game style acquires a lot of consistency, a lot of low margins. So that means that if it doesn't work, he will do a lot of unforced errors. And he did that in this match. But he served well. He won 80% of his first serves in and 43% of his second serves. But he wasn't even touching the young Greek. So he didn't even get the breakport opportunity. The Greek, on the other hand, took 3 out of 3, won 86% of the first serves in, 68 of his second serves in, and really was the better man on court today. I have nothing to say about his victory today. It was totally fair. The young Greek, who by the way lives in Monaco, really deserves this victory. He felt like home, I believe. So great for him. Second clay court title and many more to come. I believe that this young Greek will come in fresh and with a full of confidence into the French Open also and the upcoming clay court tournaments before French Open. So never count the young Greek out, but still he has to work on his stamina. He still has to work on his returns and of course his backhand. But since he has a one-handed backhand, if he meets a guys like Nadal, he knows how to take advantage of those guys. He will not be a favorite in French Open, but he will be. I expect him at least to reach the second week there, depending on the draw, of course. All in all, a great tournament. We have seen many great matches. I was, of course, very wrong in my prediction in this tournament. I held Nadal as the winner, but how can you go against Nadal on clay? It's like robbing your own house. And today, my house got robbed by the Greek. My heart got robbed by him. No, he didn't rob my heart. I gave my heart to him because I love his tennis. So, all in all, great performance from him. Rublev did it well. He will surely wait for his first. Masters. It could come. I think that will come on hard court, maybe during the autumn season, maybe at Cincinnati or Shanghai. I think it's his turn now. The Mr. ATP 500. He still has to reach deep in Grand Slams. I haven't seen him done that yet. The Greek has at least 2 semifinals to his name at um, Australian Open and at the French Open, of course. We all know that. And he has beaten the big three. He has beaten Team. He has beaten all of these top 10 guys. He has beaten all of them, if I can remember correctly. So he's not just a hype. He has delivered now officially. Grand Slam is a totally different task. I'm not expecting him to win right immediately, but in 2 years I want to see Tsitsipas win a Grand Slam. Otherwise, he has not failed me, he has not failed himself, but we expect a lot of him because he reminds of Roger Federer, the great Roger Federer, his game style. Novak Djokovic and Nadal are also great players, of course. I'm not gonna say anything bad about them. I'm not even a huge fan of the big three, to be honest, but I love Roger Federer's tennis, and that's what I see in the young Greek. All right, congratulations Tsitsipas, congratulations Greek, congratulations to all the tennis fans around the world, and thank you for watching my video. Take care and bye bye.